Okay, great suggestion. So there are different types of costs. There's the purchase cost. For the purchase cost, you want to allocate probably at least 5 to 7% because you got to pay for the loan origination fee. You got to pay some of the transaction fee. So that's a one-time cost. And then you have the repeat cost, right? Once you buy it, then every year you got to pay for the mortgage. Every year you got to pay for the taxes. You got to pay for the operating expenses. Usually I would say you want to allocate at least 40% as the expense. For example, let's say if you are buying the property for $1 million and your monthly rental income is $10,000, so your yearly income is going to be $120K. So I'm just going to do make a simple math, right? You can change the number later on. So let's say if you're 120K gross rent, let's just assume your expense is 20K for simple math. Then your net income will be 100K. And if you're buying it for $1 million, if your net income is 100K, then your capitalization rate is 10%. That's really good, but that's gonna be hard to find. You're not gonna be able to find a return like this just anywhere on the market. Most likely, you have to maybe buy directly from the owner, or you gotta network with some brokers to see if they have some off-market properties, or if the owner is in distress. Because most of the time the return you're gonna get on the market is kind of low, depending on where you are. Usually on the east and west coast, New York or California, the return you're gonna look at is most of the time it's gonna be below 5% capital return. In the Midwest, Texas, Florida, Georgia. So in those areas, maybe you can get, if you look hard enough, maybe there's still some on the market that's selling for maybe 7 cap, 8 cap. But if you can get a higher cap, the better. But also there is a trade. There's a trade, right? The higher the cap rate, maybe the more management incentive it may be. You may need to put in more work, some more time to fix it up or to get it up and running in a better condition. But if you can get a property with a really good capitalization rate and not having to work not having to put a whole bunch of work to make it nice, then that would be a perfect property. So it's basically, you gotta evaluate the risk, you gotta evaluate the return, the time you put in, and the money you put in. Okay, thank you for the question. Follow my TikTok. Thank you.